For this case study, I've decided to look at one of the largest names in the fried chicken industry, who's experienced a huge revival in popularity, largely due to their viral marketing campaigns centered around their fried chicken sandwich. That restaurant, of course, is Popeyes. I've reviewed the campaign using AdAge's website where they describe Popeye's general idea around the campaign using a press release and explain how the company is spreading the word through sending packs to influencers and other ad agencies. Popeyes has been dedicated to serving high quality fried chicken for the last 48 years. After opening its doors in 1972, Popeyes quickly expanded to 500 stores in just 13 years. 10 years later, it merged with Church's Chicken in order to create the Americans' favorite chicken company Enterprises, which helped them further expand, eventually reaching 2,000 stores by just 2011. Since then, enthusiasm from the brand has actually been in a gradual decline until the summer of 2019. That's when one sandwich and one tweet to Chick-fil-A, y'all good, brought Popeyes back to glory. This gave the company an injection of momentum and has brought their brand to the media forefront of the fried chicken industry. During the pandemic, there are much fewer and smaller gatherings at Thanksgiving, so the classic giant turkey isn't on everyone's shopping lists. It's actually reported that grocery stores aren't selling as many large turkeys during such an unconventional year for Thanksgiving, leaving plenty of folks looking for smaller turkeys more suitable for their small crowd, or even a different type of poultry. Given the unconventional holidays and increasing disinterest in eating a dry bird for tradition, Popeyes is taking advantage of that by promoting their unconventional Thanksgiving dinner combo and item fried chicken as a substitute for turkey. So, the consumer insight took me a minute to find, and I actually decided to go through the facts, accepted consumer beliefs, and eventually use those in order to get to my insight. So, the first fact I found was that some people aren't excited to prepare turkey for Thanksgiving, especially this year. Turkeys tend to be too large, too much effort, and too costly for a small gathering. That, combined with the fact that the US is becoming more diverse every day, leads people to want to stray from the traditional turkey to celebrate, and rather putting a chicken on their tables. The accepted consumer belief is that chicken is an excellent substitute for turkey. They're both in the poultry category and both have a very similar taste. And from that, I gathered the insight that traditions can be broken. Celebrate however makes you happiest. Sometimes, straying away from tradition can help foster new and better ones and help people enjoy the holidays most, especially when they're celebrating in a way that's right for themselves. If that means sitting on your butt and watching football instead of working all day on a turkey a few people are going to eat, so be it. Popeyes encourages guests to substitute a fried chicken for turkey this year. Popeyes created a special combo meal featuring 8 pieces of chicken, a side, and 4 biscuits. Then, the marketing team links their fried chicken to the Thanksgiving holiday by placing the product, fried chicken, inside a turkey shaped casing, which is not actually included with the meal, which was then sent out to various influencers and ad agencies to take pictures of and post about. They're teaming up with Uber Eats also on this campaign, which is an important decision to promote the socially distanced delivery aspect of the meal during a pandemic. A key consumer belief I believe is exemplified in this campaign is Popeye's relationship with culture. Culture is society's personality. This is expressed through various means, such as rituals, norms, and traditions. These are perpetuated through a society using myths and stories. In this example, Popeyes is trying to break with culture tradition in a year where a global pandemic rages. Because of the implications that the pandemic has, people are looking for a different, unique way to celebrate the holidays. That means not celebrating with family, staying socially distant, or even breaking from the Thanksgiving tradition of turkey and deciding to try a new entree instead. In this campaign, Popeyes is experimenting with the diffusion of innovation as well. The idea of challenging such a common tradition as having a turkey for Thanksgiving is very difficult to have spread to the mainstream. But I could see their idea becoming a fad that peaks quickly but loses popularity during next year's more conventional Thanksgiving. I could also see it becoming an evergreen if some consumers make Popeye's Churkey into their own Thanksgiving tradition. But in the end, although the campaign might just be a fad, its purpose is not likely to be solely focused on changing people's Thanksgiving traditions, but instead creating a buzz for the brand that lasts throughout the year. I learned a lot from analyzing this Popeyes campaign, but two things that really stuck out to me was that insights are super important as long as they're related to the brand, and also execution matters. If you have insight but your product doesn't solve the problem, that doesn't advance the brand's standings. Instead, it has to be closely related so that the brand can actually have a position on the issue. Popeyes is easily able to substitute chicken for turkey because they're similar enough. But, for example, if a company like McDonald's tried doing the same for their Big Macs, it definitely wouldn't be as effective. Next, execution also matters. And I was actually able to identify some drawbacks from the ads that stem from failure of execution. Firstly, the actual meal doesn't even come with the turkey case that's advertised. So, when consumers get this product that isn't as they've advertised, Popeyes is unlikely to get a better standing. Next, Popeyes isn't even open on Thanksgiving Day. I can see this being a huge barrier towards execution, since that's when most people would be picking up their turkey. This could result in an inferior day old product when the time comes to eat, and loads of customers showing up on Thanksgiving to a closed Popeyes. Both of these examples could result in losing both loyal customers and those that they were trying to chain for the first time.